Hey there, Dani K coming to you from Dani K Gym Wellness. Today's tip is about, again, all the fad diets that are out there and so forth. A lot of times, people, they're coming at me and saying, this, that, this, that, and the other works and blah, blah, blah. It's working for the short term, okay? What you have to look at is, can you sustain this way of living with that diet for the rest of your life? Are you using it as a tool to get you to a certain place, and then you're going to seek out a nutritionist and learn the proper way? I understand that there's people out there that want to lose the weight fast. I understand that. However, what you need to understand is, if you lose that weight fast, 9 times out of 10, and I'm just going to say it 10 times out of 10, you're losing a lot of muscle. If you lose muscle, that is like your army. That's your army in fighting the fat. So if you're losing the muscle, instead of maintaining the muscle and increasing the muscle and losing the fat, it's the weight is going to come back on. I don't know how else to explain these fad diets. I hear it all the time. Well, it works. Well, for me personally, if it works, then you would be able to do it for the rest of your life. It's not a short-term thing. It's not a this, it's not a that. For me, and I'm not saying that my meal plan is the only way to go, but something similar to it. Now, I've seen, like with Weight Watchers, that is one of the better ones out there. Because points or calories, you're still counting something. And, a lot of times people say, I don't want to count calories for the rest of my life, but I'm going to go to Weight Watchers and I'm going to count points. Well, you're counting points for the rest of your life, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, points or calories, you're still counting something, okay? And that's the whole point of all of this. Calories in is calories out, okay? With some, the fad diets that are out there, they're doing the same thing, calories in, calories out. If they're only feeding you 800 calories and telling you not to do any exercise, that's calories in, calories out. So they're saying, okay, you don't have to do exercise, but this is what your body burns just in a day of sitting there doing nothing, okay? So what we're gonna do, because you're not gonna do any exercise, we're gonna feed you here, okay? So yes, of course, if this is what your body is burning throughout the day, and this is what they're feeding you, yeah, you're gonna lose weight, no doubt about it. What I do is, this is what your body burns just doing nothing, and then you're going to, burn said calories through a workout. So I'm gonna feed you said calories to get you to be able to do a workout, to actually increase lean tissue, to actually speed up your metabolism and lose weight, fat weight, at the same time. So when you're eating properly with the proper calories, the proper protein, the proper carbs, good carbs, the proper carbs, yes, you need carbs, and proper fats, yes, you need fats. You need protein, carbs, and fats in your diet. If you lack or deprive your body of certain things, it will put your body into a deficit. It will put your body into what we call a starvation mode, and then you will have issues. Carbs, good carbs, even the bad carbs. Carbs are transporters of your muscle, of your protein to your muscle, okay? So without carbs, your protein really doesn't go where it needs to go in your body, okay? Carbs is also energy. Without carbs, you don't have energy. Okay, so it's the proper balance of everything, You can't just do small things, little things, and think that you can continue to do that for the rest of your life, okay? Yes, if your body metabolism, if your BMR, basal metabolic rate, and that's basically what your body would burn just doing nothing all day. So if your BMR is, let's just say, 1,200 calories that it burns without doing anything, and that's just sitting on your ass, and somebody feeds you 800 calories, well, of course you're going to lose weight. because your body's burning 1200, you're only intaking 800, so that's what, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 400 calories that, you know, it's burning or lack of getting, okay? So obviously, your body is going to lose weight. However, at 800 calories, you're not even sustaining what your body can do or what your body is burning just sitting still. So that's why they tell you, don't exercise. You know, that's why people get in trouble when they weed whack their yard, because they're over expending, you know, they're you know, if it's 1200 is their BMR and they're only feeding you 800 and you just weed whacked your yard and you just burnt 300 calories, guess what? You're only getting 500 calories. So no one can live on 500 calories a freaking day. No one can live on 800 calories a day. I don't care what they say. 800 calories is not going to sustain your day. You're not going to have the energy to do anything. Plus, you're not allowed to do anything. Really? You're not allowed to go play with your kids because that's exercise. I don't get it. I don't like it, and I don't agree with it. You know, I understand that certain people get to a level where, you know, they're just like, oh, I have to do something. I want this weight off fast. Okay, well, I understand that. However, think about the consequences of what it's doing on the inside. Sometimes people are like, I don't care what it does on the inside. I just want this weight off of me, you know. And then my thought is, you know what? Okay, you're not going to listen to me. So please, get the weight off fast. Get your 30 pounds or your 40 pounds off fast within your month or month and a half, whatever they promise you. And then please come see me, so that you can get regulated and balanced with your calories and your intake, get back, you know, or get into the gym so that you can increase your lean tissue to increase your metabolism. That's where it's at. Increasing your metabolism. Hey Pat, increasing your metabolism so that you can fight the fat instead of just doing a lack of caloric intake so you lose weight. Because when you do that, you're losing muscle. And when you lose muscle, you're slowing your metabolism down even more. So that when this diet works and you've lost all your weight and you didn't learn anything about what you're eating and what you're supposed to eat and what you're supposed to intake, then you're going to gain weight, and you're going to gain even more weight because you've lost a lot of your army. Remember I said muscle is like your army? So your army is fighting the fat, but when you lose your army, you have more enemies, fat, and then there's more place for that fat to come back on. So then you throw your metabolism into even more of a lower place. So, you know, I'm gonna, you know, I talk to I'm blue in the face. I've been doing this for 23 years. You know, I'm strict some days I kind of whatever, you know. But when you get to the point where you want to be, you can flub a little bit more. But the thing is, I've learned and I know what I can do and what I need to do on a daily basis. And that's the important thing. Learning and knowing, and that's what I teach you. I teach you knowledge of what you're intaking, of what you're supposed to intake, and what to do or look for when you're at somebody's cookout, somebody's party, somebody's wedding, somebody's restaurant, whatever. Hey, Kim. You know, so, you know, by all means, you know, I understand, you know, that people want to lose this weight fast. It's not the correct way to do it. And think about, you know, when you're 6 months ago, 8 months ago, you know, were you, you know, that needing that to be off like that fast, okay? So if you've got 40 pounds to lose, that's 4 months, you know, maybe 4.5, maybe 5, depending on your life, you know, how crazy it might be or whatever. You know, so 40 pounds in 1 month doing it unhealthy, or 40 pounds in 4 months doing it healthy and actually learning and walking away with knowledge. Knowledge is power, and knowledge is going to sustain you, okay? So think about all those things that I just threw at you, you know, and I hope that, you know, it helps, and please understand that, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, make that it sounds like my meal plan is the only thing that works. I know there's other things, they work for the short term, okay? Yes, they're gonna get the weight off of you. Yes, this got the weight off of you, that got the weight off of you. Yeah, it's going to work. I mean, if you understand the science of it, you know, lack of calories, sure, you know, but is it the proper way, and what is it doing to your inside? Is it screwing up your kidneys, liver, pancreas? You know, that's not the way to go. You know, and like I said, if you feel you still must do this for a month, you know, then come see me and I can help you balance. You know, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to balance and get the metabolism back up, but that's what I do, is I try and do my best to level out the metabolism so that you can see those results on a more continual basis and feel good, have the energy. You know, it's a little bit more work my way, but you know what? Anything worth having is worth fighting for, you know? A lot of time, the good things aren't easy all the time. So, you know, I hope this helped, and I hope you understand that, you know, if I say, you know, or if I turn my nose up to, you know, you doing the ideal protein or this or that or the other, you know, it's not anything against you per se. It's what I know and what I've been knowing for 23 years, that yeah, that'll get the weight off of you. It will. But will it do it healthily? And do you want to do it healthy? Do you want to learn, you know, and not just keep jacking your system up like this? You know, you lose weight, your metabolism goes down, you gain the weight, you go back to that, you lose the weight, you jack your metabolism, you keep growing your metabolism into a tizzy. And you're just going to continue to gain more and more weight each time that it comes back. You know, learning to keep it off or learning to keep it at bay, having that knowledge. Again, knowledge is power, and you know, I want to do my best to teach everybody, you know, the better and more proper way of doing it. Like I said, it's not necessarily my plan. It's just the scientific fact of calories in, calories out. Working out increases lean tissue, which increases your metabolism, and that's what it is. The faster your metabolism is, the more you can eat, the more crap you can eat. And people look at me and be like, how in the hell can you eat all that? Well, my metabolism is high. I have a lot of muscle on me, so my metabolism is high. So when I do flub, it kind of jump starts. But when your metabolism is slow and you eat even just a little miniature, you know, chocolate bar, you know, you feel, you know, it's because your metabolism is slow. Speed the metabolism up. Don't keep doing things that's going to take your metabolism into a tizzy and keep lowering your metabolism, because that is not the way to go. We need to speed the metabolism up so that we can actually see results and continue to see results, not just on the outside but on the inside. Stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.